how to say what I need to say. If you guys have been watching my other videos, one I did recently was talking about a move to Austin. I was super excited. I still am really excited about it. It was for a job at their university out there, and I put a lot of work into it. I saw the job about a week and a half before I applied, or was it something like that? I saw the job and I literally went to work doing what I needed to. I redid my resume, which took like 3.5 days to do it. I, started watching webinars and cover letter videos about, how do you really make an impact. And the guy I was watching, and maybe some of you know him on YouTube already, his name is Lacivita? Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna mess up his name. I will link him in the description box below, but he is absolutely amazing. So if you are looking for a really good job, or a job that requires you to really have a really beautiful resume and an amazing cover letter, he would be the person to look to. So for me, I'm just turned 25 this year, and I really want more, and I want to be able to set myself up now for the position I want to be 5 years from now. Ideally, it would be great to have a full-time income with YouTube, and also be able to have sponsorships. And as a vegan, I have like strong feelings about owning my own restaurant or own food store one day that's vegan. So there's a lot of things like that, and even to be able to finance something like that, I know I would need to have the finances to do so. So putting myself in line for a job that I'm excited about. It's a lot more than just wanting a job just because it's gonna pay your bills, because that's what I've been doing, y'all. That's what I've been doing, and it ain't fun. Literally, you go to work every day and you're like, ain't nothing here for me. I'm just doing the same exact stuff, and I don't feel like I'm moving forward. And it's beyond the spiritual guidance of accept where you are. Like, I have accepted where I am, and I don't want to be here anymore. It doesn't feel genuine to what I feel inside. It's just this constant chaos. So when we went to Austin and we got back, and I just finished reading The Mastery of Love, and that's by Don Ruiz, and I knew, what, I do want a really good job. I do want to belong to a company, but I want to be like excited to go to work. I remember when I got my first job when I was 15, I was working at Six Flags Great America, and I was so excited, partially because my mother was so strict, so my only way out of the house was to work. But I really did want to work. Like, I always wanted to be 4 steps ahead of my life. Like, I wanted to be 14, 15, but I wanted to feel 18. I wanted to have the mentality and the growth of, being four steps ahead in life. So, long story short, I applied for the job 2 weeks ago, a week ago, something like that. I applied for the job a week ago, and I got a call, or I got an email setting up a phone interview, because they're in Texas and I'm here in Los Angeles, setting up a phone interview for the university. And I was so excited because I come from a theater, film background, musical theater. That is my world. Like, especially the stage theater will always have my heart. There is nothing, in my opinion, that I feel touches a theater a theater presence, a theater performance, all of it. Theater is where it's at, in my opinion. So I was really excited to, and I am still really excited. I don't want to like knock it off like it's not going to be a possibility, but I am really excited about the opportunity because it's being the admissions. Okay, I don't think I ever mentioned this before. Pause. But I have an overbite watch. When I talk, my first of all, look at this. Okay, so I don't know, it doesn't really look that bad right here, but I have a overbite and a crooked jaw. So sometimes when I try to say words, my tongue gets stuck behind my teeth, and like sometimes spit accumulates in my mouth, like, or like I have like big lips too, so the juices just be staying down there, and sometimes when I try to say a word and it hits the front of my teeth and my tongue hits the front of my teeth and the spit is sitting at the bottom, it just, sometimes the words don't come out like they're supposed to. But I'm really excited about being the admissions coordinator for the fine arts department, and then, you know, I would focus more with the theater and dance department. But I had my interview this last Monday on the phone, and I was super excited. It was 9 a.m. their time, 7 a.m. our time, which means I got up at 5, and then I ended up going to my job because I work like a couple blocks from my house. I ended up going to my job early because our reception at the house is bad sometimes, and I just didn't want anything to interfere with that phone call. Oh, it's making me so upset right now. I'm not even upset. I'm not upset. It's just, I don't know, there's some feelings going through me right now, because the way I'm able to talk to you guys right now and the way I'm able to convey my message and say what exactly I want to say, it just was not that clear on the phone. I don't understand what went wrong, and I'm still trying to process everything that happened. But when I picked up the phone, like, I guess they had me on speakerphone. There was like 4 people interviewing me in one big room. I don't know, big room, small room, but it was just so much static and this echo. And I remember asking a few times for them to repeat the question and say it again because I could not hear. And it just made me anxious, and I felt very vulnerable. And I began like rambling on some of the questions. Like, I was answering the questions, but I was taking a really long time to do so. And I did so much research. I mean, I made a 17-page study guide. That was one thing that I did. But then I took like 30 pages, and I mean legit 30 pages of notes about the entire university, and then everything that the university offered, and so much about the department, the fine arts department, and then making note cards. It's just, I did so much, and I was so prepared. I mean, you cannot get as prepared as I was. But when they were asking me questions, I literally went blank. And like, I was like, I was like fighting for my words. Like, I know what I need to say. I know my words. And it's just when you really want something, and you do everything in your power to succeed, and then the time comes and you feel like it falls apart. I get it. It's a part of life, but I just don't feel like that's the way it should have went, and I'm trying to like make sense of why things happen that way. Whether that's like the universe telling me that it's not supposed to be my job. But the thing is I really want the best for myself. And with that, I want to be able to provide the best for my family. So this job was a step. Like, I love my job I have now. I made pretty good money last year for working part-time. I was working part-time and I made such good money. And this job, you know, is full-time, but it's something I'm excited about doing. I want to do, like, I want to do it. It's not just like, oh, that sounds good, I should be able to do that, you know, to make money. Like, I was really wanted to do it. So ultimately, before I applied for that job, I was following my heart and following where I was being led. And I felt safe, and I knew the universe and myself was co-creating everything. So it's to be able to visualize your life and plan your steps and build your foundation, I think, is ultimately, you know, the lesson learned here. Is that no matter what, I got an amazing resume. I have so much more knowledge on how to really make a resume. Like, I've had like probably 3 or 4 resumes since working. My camera stopped recording. I was talking about resumes and stuff. But yeah, I was talking about whether or not, you know, things don't go the way I felt like they were gonna go or as planned. I have a beautiful resume. I understand how to make a resume. I understand how to make a really good cover letter. And it's not even just like, oh, you should have this in there. It's literally the why behind things. And a lot of people, my boyfriend being one of them, is always like, the why is not important. For some reason it is to me, you know. And, you know, if someone does something, I want to know why you felt like you needed. I'm not questioning whether your motives were right or wrong. I just want to know what made you feel like that was the right thing to do, or why you felt like that was not a good thing to do. But I'm sitting here looking at my vision board. I don't know if you see over there. It's my vision board. Well, that's my boyfriend's, and then that's mine. And, you know, I'm thinking about what's gonna be next. Hopefully, it's part of it is I am very dramatic. It's only been 2 days, you know, it's Wednesday, and I'm already freaking out, like, what's going on? Did I not get the job? But based off of my interview, I just did not feel like it was a true interpretation of how I really felt, you know, or what that job had means to me. And I don't know, you guys, I need somebody to talk to. Yeah, you know, sometimes you like, for me, I like don't want to call up a friend, don't want to call up a family member. I just want to like talk. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next video. I love you all so much. Bye guys.